What's up, family? It's Brandon Ray Walls, and thanks for tuning back in to Struggles of a Scribe. Yo, today I wanted to get real personal with you guys and tell you a little bit about my life and why I decided to become an author, why I decided to put my all into this novel and really pursue this dream of mine. So let me start by saying, I grew up in Maryland, right outside of DC. Shout out. My mother and father had both of them in my life. They're still married to this day. Shout out to them. Great parents. My mother was, somewhat fanatical religiously. And, me being a boy, I like magic. I like fighting. I like J.R.R. Tolkien. I liked Harry Potter. But my mother, being religious, very religious, she wouldn't even let me read Harry Potter, like anything with witchcraft, anything with magic. So I kind of developed some weird things with religion. I don't care for it too much, and I think it comes across in my writing. You guys will check that out, and I think you guys will be real interested in that. So the whole witchcraft being bad stuck with me. Witchcraft being pagan, anything not like Jesus Christ was considered pagan, and that really struck a bad nerve in me later on as I started to learn my history and learn about different cultures, and of course anything that they revered or any mythology or gods that they worshipped was always pagan. And that stuck with me. Later on in life, I went through like a little cultural self identifying. I didn't know how to who I was. I think everybody goes through that, especially as teenagers. And I was, a nerdy kid. I liked reading a lot, but I saw that it wasn't considered cool. And even worse, it wasn't really considered black. And I was always, really proud of my blackness and really trying to understand it. And as a kid, I couldn't. People that were knowledgeable or intelligent were considered, not cool or worse, not black enough. People like Carlton, Will Smith, people I looked up to, the people that had a lot of respect, and the people that were black and proud, like Tupac, they weren't revered and they were on that thug life tip. So of course, being a young guy, I was misled, and I wanted to be a thug. I wanted to be all of that, and it really took away from my education and just growing up in life. Those two conflicting thoughts, in school, I heard honesty when my black teachers would tell me that, you're going to have to work twice as hard to get just as far as anyone else. And I heard dishonesty when the white teachers would tell me, you can do anything you put your mind to. So I was just really turned off to education, and I closed some doors for myself. I was always a good athlete, but because my education wasn't on par, I closed some doors for myself there as well. So as a young adult, trying to figure out what I want to do in life, and I just always was running into these issues, I would try to get myself on the right track because I saw a lot of potential in myself, but it never really panned out. Like, for instance, I joined the military and was doing really good, but I caught a dirty urine analysis for marijuana. They had a zero tolerance program, so of course I got put out. So these were all tough lessons that I learned along the way. Shout out to the armed forces. I love you guys. I wish I could be there with you guys still to this day. But you have to learn from your mistakes, and you have to move on. So now, being a man with 3 daughters, a beautiful wife, I really want to provide for them the best life I can. But some of the decisions I've made along the way in life have put me in a position where, I can't have the best jobs. I can't, go out and just buy a Tesla for my wife because she doesn't really like to drive. So, I'm putting my all into my dreams, while still working, still taking care of my family, but I really want to give them more. I don't want to work from paycheck to paycheck. So I put my all into my work. I put my all into my writing. My writing has always been there for me. Even when I got into the most trouble I was in as a young adult, I caught some charges, and I actually did some time as a young man at about 20. I didn't get out till I was about 25. But those 5 years, I really, really, really dug into myself and rehabilitated myself and learned a lot about self, my history, who I was. I learned to control myself. And all of that has really made me who I am today. And so that was really a blessing in disguise. Since then, guys, one of the reasons why I'm calling this video a success story, because I already know I'm a success story. I haven't been back in the system in about 15 years, guys. I haven't, I changed my life around. I got a trade, and I just plied my trade, and I became a master of my trade. And I'm already a success story. I've been to all of my daughter's doctor's appointments, every single one since she was in the baby in the womb, and now that she's 4, I've been there every single day of her life. I'm good to my wife. I'm faithful to my wife. I have a wife, so I'm a success story already. I really want to. I have so much more to give, and I want to do that for my daughter so that she can be proud of who I am. And this stuff keeps me awake at night. This stuff fuels me. This stuff fuels my writing. So it's a little bit about me, guys. Thanks for checking us out. I'm not going to hold you too much longer, but please subscribe, like, learn some more about me, and learn some more about my journey. Thanks for checking me out.